Yeah, thank you so much for coming in this morning. I mean, you know, children, my favorite patients, and I know now that they're having a hard time. And we've focused a lot on how this is affecting the community as a whole, but how is it affecting children? Just let us know.
Children are having a challenging time wrapping their brains around this, just like we are as adults. One of the things we can do as parents is to make sure that we have routine. Routines are predictable, and when we know what's coming, we are more at ease. So as much as you can, trying to stick to that the same school routine that you have. Waking up in the mornings, eating breakfast, getting dressed, all of those things, because that's going to set the tone for your child's day. You also want to, if possible, designate an area in your home for learning. It doesn't have to be anything fancy, but this is a place that we want to be free from distractions, such as the television. So this is where all learning takes place, and this is where all school materials are kept. And there's a lot of flexibility right now with the school curriculum, so it's easy to kind of get off course. But if we are able to stick to those main times, like making sure we're doing the same times for nap time, meal time, and recess. And speaking of recess, you tell us daily the importance of being physically distant, but not being socially distant.
Sure.
Our children are accustomed to seeing their classmates daily, and it's likely that they're missing out on that aspect. So parents can do things like virtual play dates,
Sure.
so that they can foster that connection.
Yeah. Well, you know, it's interesting. I think so many people out there are saying they had no idea that their children had so much activity. So I just want to give kudos right now to the teachers. My goodness, I mean, they do a great job. So,
Yes.
So how do you talk about this coronavirus to your kids? What do you say to them about all this stuff?
I think it's important to be open and honest. We want to make sure that the phrasing we're using is age appropriate based on your child's level of understanding. Parents should be prepared that this conversation could lead to a conversation about loss of life. Unfortunately, if your family loses a family member, you need to share that information with your child as soon as possible. Kids are very insightful, so they're going to pick up on those changes in your mood and take that direction from you. Now, once you share this sad news, you can expect an array of emotions, or for some kids, no emotional response at all. Follow your child's lead. If they are resistant to having that conversation, end the conversation, revisit it at another time. If they have questions, just answer those as best you can. Now, when we talk about grief, there are two types of grief. Okay? We have grieving the loss of a life and grieving the loss of a lifestyle. We have high school seniors out there who are very disappointed because they're not going to take part in those rites of passage like prom and last athletic game and graduation. And we have to keep in mind, some of these high school seniors may be the first to graduate in their families.
Yeah, it's tough.
That's a pretty big deal.
It is.
So our school administrators have had to make some very tough decisions in order to keep our families safe. And our high school seniors understand that, but it still stings. So parents of those teens, just try to be as supportive and empathetic as you can. As adults, we know that there's so many more great moments coming up in
Sure.
life.
And they don't get that.
They don't get that.
Yeah, it's just, I get it.
No, it's what's right here, right now.
Right.
So we want to make sure that we are prepared for those highs and lows, especially if your child has pre-existing issues with anxiety or depression.
Yeah. Dr. Perez, I know this is one that parents and kids will want to have the answer to. We've all seen these memes going around on Facebook about the craziness of quarantine. And with families cooped up together, how can parents and kids cope with the stress of this quarantine? Because it's wearing me out. It's wearing everybody out. But we've got to deal with it, especially this weekend,
Right. So most of us are spending more time with our kids than we have since their birth.
That's right. I mean, even our pets are like, what are you doing here all day?
You're in my space.
Exactly.
Why are you here?
Yeah.
So this 24/7 cohabitation is challenging, but that's our new norm. That's what we're faced with today. It's important for parents to make sure that they are scheduling daily family time. Now, being in the same house does not equate to meaningful family interaction.
I agree.
We need to eat meals together, take walks together. I know you're big on those walks. We need to make sure that we are playing board games together or making silly dance videos, anything that keeps the family together. But we want to make sure our interactions are purposeful. It's beneficial for the kids and parents as well.
Thank you very much, Dr. Perez. I don't know how much I don't know how much we are really understanding how much your type of contribution is for our own well-being. It is tough out there, but I'm telling you, there are lots of resources for us to be able to go to, and I just want to thank you for coming in. You got to come back and tell us more.
Thank you. I appreciate you having me.
Thanks.
We appreciate both of you being here. And when we return,